from Abdullah ibn Omar in Sahih al-Bukhari, the Prophet Muhammad said, 3 men from among those before you set out on a journey. Rain fell upon them, so they took shelter in a cave in a mountain. Then a rock fell from the mountain and sealed the entrance of the cave, trapping them inside. They said to one another, "Nothing will save you from this except that you call upon Allah. By virtue of the righteous deeds you have done sincerely for Him." One of them said, "O Allah, I had elderly parents and young children. I used to graze my livestock, and when I returned, I would milk and begin by giving my parents to drink before my children. One day I was delayed and did not return until evening, and I found them asleep. So I milked as I usually did, and stood by their heads, not wanting to wake them, and not wanting to give the milk to my children before them, while my children were crying from hunger at my feet. I remained like that until dawn, and when they woke up, they drank. O Allah, if I did this seeking your pleasure, then grant us an opening through which we may see the sky." So Allah opened a small gap, and they were able to see the sky. The second said, "O Allah, I had a cousin whom I loved deeply. I desired her, but she refused me. Then she came to me in a time of hardship, and I gave her 100 dinars, after striving hard to collect it on the condition that she would allow me to be with her. But when I was about to do so, she said, 'O servant of Allah, fear Allah and do not break the seal except lawfully.' So I stood up and left her, even though she was the most beloved of people to me, and I left the money with her. O Allah, if I did this seeking your pleasure, then grant us an opening." So the opening became wider. The third said, "O Allah, I hired a worker for a measure of food. When he finished his work, he said, 'Give me my wages.' I offered it to him, but he left it behind. So I invested it, and it grew until it became cattle and a shepherd. Then he returned after some time and said, 'Fear Allah and give me my wages.' I said, 'Go to those cattle and their shepherd and take them. They are yours.' He said, 'Fear Allah and do not mock me.' I said, 'I am not mocking you.' So he took everything and left without leaving anything behind. O Allah, if I did this seeking your pleasure, then relieve what remains of our hardship." So Allah removed the rest of the rock, and they walked out free.